All right, y'all. Welcome back to Remote Generation Channel. It's your host, Ill Will. Jumping into part 2 to the Lil Nas X video that I've done. Today we're going to dig just a little bit deeper and connect a few dots and a few demons. Now, which demons, you may ask? Well, you just have to stick around and find out. But to head that list, DMX, Kanye, Drake, and more. Connecting with some more recent news and tragedies. Definitely gonna put together a good docket of evidence to expose these people as members of occultism and people who could possibly allegedly take part in sacrifices. Now, Drake, a longtime purveyor of occult imagery and symbolism, finds himself entangled with Mr. NastyTime. How? Well, if you look, simply get on your internet, make a quick search onto Google, grab your Bible, or if you have an eSword on your computer, which I recommend you get if you're a believer, or even a non-believer. I mean, it's just a good piece of technology to do your searches to get the true or a better understanding of the words in the scriptures. But if you look up the word serpent or dragon, you'll find that he's a few places in there. But if you look it up on the computer, on Google, look up the word Drake. And when you look up that word Drake, you understand that it's a ground-based dragon who adapted to losing its wings. Well, sounds like somebody we all should know, or at least we all have heard of before. Yeah, that old dragon. The devil. Right? We remember him all the way back to the garden when he was cursed to go about his belly. That means his wings were taken away, thus making him a Drake. So when we look at Drake, we know he's a long-time purveyor of occult imagery and symbolism, and somehow, some way, he finds himself entangled in this little mess with Lil Nas X. Now, they tried to play it off and laugh it off as Lil Nas X was just trolling him or whatnot, but you can look at it that way if you like to. But I'm the type of person, I want to look a little bit further, look over the fence and see what's behind the scenes, because there's too many coincidences and patterns that occur, not only in hip-hop, but in all media and industry. And I wonder what that reason is for. But hopefully today, I can show you exactly what I'm talking about. So Drake, no. So Drake, also named Six God, but I think he named himself that, pretty sure, is indeed what his name says that he is. He's a dragon, he's a devil. Now, how do you know if somebody, famous or not, is a devil? How can you tell? How can you tell using imagery? So this image that we have in front of us right now is one of the album covers for Drake. I think the album was Six God, or is Six God. What that album cover is telling you, just take a look at it. What do you think it is? And while you're looking at it, go ahead, smash the like button, please. Come on, I'm working hard. Sub up to the channel, share this with your friends. But what do you think that image is telling you? It's telling you that Christ, those are Jesus, quote unquote, hands, right? But those are supposed to represent the hands of Christ, is praying to the six. X equals 6. 6 equals X. 6 is part of the number of the beast. I've already showed that X equals 6 many times over. But understand what's going on right in front of your faces. Right in front of your faces. How blasphemous is it that this man has Christ's hands praying to the six, or praying to him, right? Because if six is the devil and he's six, Drake is six, and the dragon, which is Lucifer, I mean, come on. And then you got his little buddy, Mr. NastyTime, with the bloody shoes, right? In the Luke 10:18 scripture, with the black nails and the contacts in, looking super duper fly, like the Lord of the Flies, Beelzebub, right? The way you tell if any of these people are devils is by what they do. Are they blasphemous? Do they show blatant blasphemies, and do they show them to the public? Well, I showed you Drake album cover with with Christ's hands praying to the six. Come on. He's a devil, right? Right. This dude, Lil Nas X. I mean, come on. He just put it out there for you. You don't even have to do no research on this cat. He put it out there for you. The 666 shoes. Again, the blood. Oh, yeah. And he twerked for the devil. And probably took him home, or took him home. Which is how he ended up like this here. With a hot bun. Oh, what's a hot one? A hot bun in the oven. Got there like turkey stuffing. But that's not the point. I bet you he has syphilis, gonorrhea, venereal, typhoid, typhoon, baboon, all of that, right? I'm just saying, you got to have all of that, and that would be, fitting. So we know we burning. I said that the last time. You know he's burning. And man, that girl, he need to go. It need to go get checked, because it's definitely got something besides all the screws loose that should be in his head. They fell out and got kicked everywhere, and somebody needs to find them and tighten him up. No, not you, Beelzebub. We see how you trying to tighten him up. No, somebody need to really, I don't know, talk to this man, but it may be too late. Once you go to the depths of hell in a prideful way and present that to people, I don't know if there's coming back. I mean, through Christ there's always coming back, but I don't know if you want to come back when you're doing that. So the bigger message at large here is, why did Drake even have the 12 women on the album cover that was pregnant? Well, one parallel that you can reach with that for sure is the 12 tribes. Now, with the birth of whatever thing is inside Lil Nas X, could it be the Antichrist? Could this album cover be telling you that Satan is birthing his 12? Just like the Bible's 12? See, the Bible tells you 144,000. Some people like to lie about that, and some people just don't have understanding. But it's not only 144,000 people that make it. These are going to be the people that lead. 12,000 from each tribe. There are 12 tribes. Simple math tells you that's 144,000. So again, to dispel that lie, not only 144,000 people make it. That's a bold-faced lie. But these are they that are going to lead. They will be kings, but they will lead. And they will have war. Now, Lucifer likes to play the flip game. So he likes to do or tries to do, imitates what the Most High does. Okay, so is Drake's album, is the Dragon's album telling you that he has a 12 in process? Now, with the climate of the world and the new technologies, right? The new technologies that they use, it wouldn't surprise me if through the building blocks of the human form, things have been altered or things have been interjected into people, plants, and animals, as it was in Jasher, to bring about this different race. Even the soup that they want you to get now for this cold, even it is said to have fetal matter from aborted children. What does that do to the body? Notice in this picture how the statue of the Baphomet never looks at the children. Never looks at them. Not one time. So if he's not looking at the children, does he really care about these children? Or are they also what everything else has been? A pawn. A piece in his game. What are we really looking at right here, ladies and gentlemen? Nothing is as it seems. So if the popular opinion is one thing, don't look for the answer to be within that. It's most definitely, and most of the time, going to be the reciprocate or something very far off from what is being portrayed. You know, and you can use that rule of thumb with a lot of different things. But it's important to understand, very important to understand, the imitation that is put on by the enemy in order to gain a few, so to speak, because the more it's dressed up in the truth, the better a lie can work. And he is a lie. And so is this dude, Lil NastyX. He doing it for the kids. Yeah, Lil Nasty, can you come perform for our children? Old Town Road? Sure thing. But let's see how he really feels.
You feel the pressure of, I see it all the time, parents will be like, you know, you have a responsibility because kids are watching. You hear that Cardi B had that same problem and Nicki had that same problem. Do you feel that same way? Like,
I don't
raise your own
really,
kids?
I feel like I used to, but now it's just like, so? Like fuck your kids. Not like fuck your kids. That's exactly what you just said. but like,
You just gave them another headline, Montero. Okay, what agenda is that? The fuck your kids agenda?
It's like we really get one chance to do this.
Charlemagne
to my
G.
knowledge, I don't know like what happens when we die or whatever.
Charlemagne G.
So it's like I'm not.
Hey, did y'all peep out how
I'm not like about to
his
pander
voice
to your
got
kids
extra
or
sweet?
you,
Montero.
or like anybody, like even I have to do this with my family members, you know, like because my family members may not.
All right, check this out,
agree
y'all.
with what I'm doing.
On the
Or, like,
occult
whatever
ritual
I'm doing,
calendar,
like, they may not agree,
September 7th is an occult ritual that's called marriage to the beast or marriage to Satan. Now this can happen the 6th, 7th, or 8th of September. You guys can definitely just, again, Google this, look this up. I'm going to read a little snippet of somebody who was a victim of satanic ritual abuse. This is a real thing. You can look it up. A Call for Uprising has done a lot on that. Just type it in. I mean, 60 Minutes has done a lot. It's a real thing. It really goes on. And I think that doesn't even have to be proven anymore. People can see now, you know, it's either this or that. Sides are being chosen, whether we like it or not. So if I were you, I'd choose the side of the Most High because it's going down. All right, y'all. In multi-generational voodoo families, for example, the oldest girl is often ritually abused and then sacrificed. The oldest daughter is also sacrificed in multi-generational Satanism. They are subjected to programming, surveillance, and various types of abuses during their upbringing and young adulthood, which results in them being socially isolated and emotionally scarred in preparation for the day they are caged or programmed via trigger words to return home to be sacrificed. Man, and this really goes down, y'all. A satanic ritual abuse survivor, and September 7th through 8th has long been one of the hardest times of year for me and for many of my inner people. 15 years ago on this same day, a callback telephone call caused a psychic eruption, and my memories of life before 17 and 18 came flooding back to me. I am only now beginning to remember a few positive things from those years. So I'm going to skip forward a little bit because I just really want to get to the point of this. It's very gripping and very telling. Fritz Springmeier writes, the Feast of the Beast is a year-long event that occurs every 28 years and is attended by Illuminati leadership from around the world. In explaining the numerological significance of the number 28, he refers back to Crowley's Gematria and Tables of Correspondence. Crowley states that 28 is the number of the beast and refers to power. At the Feast of the Beast, a beautiful bride is trained and presented to Satan, and she may well be a virgin. The ceremony is most likely held at a castle or palace, and is also likely to be held over in Europe for principal ceremony. Lesser ceremonies may be held here in the States. Witnesses claim that Satan appears and interacts with his human leadership. I'm going to read that part again. Witnesses claim. So these are other people who have seen this. This doesn't say that these people are Satanists or believers or not or whatever. It just says witnesses claim that Satan appears and interacts with his human leadership. He provides them with detailed instructions for what he wants done until the next Feast of the Beast. In other words, he provides the top Illuminati hierarchy with their future long-range plans. Springmeier ends by saying, however, there is also a small ceremony performed before the autumn equinox, approximately around the 5th to the 7th of September, which is a marriage to the beast ceremony that can also be called the Feast of the Beast. It is a microcosm of the large ceremony, or perhaps one could call it an imitation. So we see here, they really get down with this stuff, man. This is no joke. They really, really, really get down with this stuff. So we see that September 5th to the 7th, and in other places we see to the 8th. It's a time where high-level satanic witchcraft and rituals are occurring. So this brings us to Kanye West. And every time I see Get Out, it makes me think of Kanye. Because when he got a little spicy on the stage and went against his big brother, his boss, his girl ended up getting him locked up. And when he came out, he was looking like Radio. You know what I mean? Y'all seen that movie Radio? Cuba Gooding? Yeah, he came out looking like Radio. He didn't bounce back and stuff, but he was looking like Radio. Real rap. Then he started walking on water, holding church services. Like you just said, you sold your soul for a Happy Meal, and now you're walking on water? Something ain't adding up. When they locked you up, did they put Christ back in you? I don't think so. But this is from his album release party. He's on fire over there, and it looks like he's getting married to Kim. Didn't it just sound like something we just read? It happened on the same day. And then guess what? Yeah, I know. We would need a sacrifice. Well, guess what? Michael K. Williams. May the Lord rest his soul. Michael K. Williams, born in 1966, died September 6th of this year with questions and allegations still concerning the timeline, the day, when it was reported. And also Mr. A.J. Johnson, better known as Ezel from Friday, everybody's favorite crackhead, but he was no crackhead. He was a very talented man. And may the Most High bless his soul. Also born 1966 and also died September 6th this year. Now, I might tie my shoe, connect a couple dots. I'm just saying, it's kind of weird when you look at the ceremony, the album release ceremony that Kanye had in conjunction with the occult ritual date, and then 2 black entertainers dying right around said time that rituals and sacrifices would be completed in honor of the demonic and evil marriage to the beast occult holiday. I don't know, you tell me. All right, I promise you a little DMX on here, so let me hit you with this before I go. This is not the first time that we're seeing an X and a Drake when it comes to Lil Nas X and Drake. We've seen this with DMX and his boy Drag On. Drag On is a dragon. DMX is X, Darkman X or 6. How do we tie this together? With Eve. 666, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, hitting y'all in the head, showing y'all the devils are out here. What side are you on? Get right or get left. Matthew 24 gang. I'm telling you, we are living in the last days. Whether you believe or not, what's going to happen is going to happen. What's going to happen is going to happen whether you believe it or not. But I'm just here to tell you that Christ is real. Scripture was real. Fallen angels were real. And just as a side note before I get up out of here, we know the devil fell from pride, but we also know that there were some angels that took part in mating with the human race. Now Christ said, as it was in the days of Noah, so shall it be with the coming of the Son of Man. During the days of Noah, all the flesh had been corrupted through compromised genes, the intermixing of fallen and human, fallen and beast, fallen beast and human, right? So Christ says, as in the days of Noah, so shall it be with the coming of the Son of Man. We're living in the last days, boys and girls, with all these different kind of soups they got going on out here. They ain't just for when you sick, right? They're not just for when you sick. They will be coming out with soups that will allow you to be all you've ever wanted to and thought that you could be. For a price, of course. For a price. Definitely for a price. But it's coming. You'll see. Hey, if you like my video today, guys, please smash that like button. No, before you even click off the video, smash the like button. Thank you so much. Hit the subscribe.